Welcome to another edition of 42 Straight Years In. On my Crackhead update, I had a job at a company called LabCorp where we take specimens and x-rays. We take them to laboratories all around the Baylor hospital system. So I had a security clearance. I could go on all the floors. On this particular day, a doctor had ordered a test and I had delivered to the maternity ward. So man, I walk in there, I'm looking for the doctor. I've been there several times. I don't see no doctor. I'm walking around on the maternity floor and I asked one of the nurses where the doctor was. She told me to go in room, I forgot what room it was. While I went in there, it was a lady, she was getting ready to give birth. I walked in, she said, are you my doctor? I said, no, I'm not your doctor. She said, you need to get this baby out of me. You need to get it out of me. I'm sitting there looking at the lady and she started cursing me out, using all type of racial slurs. So that's good as I need to go there with her ass. Now I had a guy with me that I was training. So I told her, I said, boy, you sure looking good laying up there like that. I said, shit, as soon as that baby come out, I'm going to put another one in you. She started saying, you motherfucker, you got me like this. You got me like this. Get this baby out of me. Oh, she was just hollering and screaming. So finally, a female doctor walked in, and I gave her the lab specimen. She told me, she said, a lot of women get hysterical when they're getting ready to give birth. And I didn't know this cocksucker that I was training. We made it back to over on Regal Road where the headquarters is. And I'm signing out. Nothing is said. I remember that he hung around. He hung back. He normally go jump in his car and drive off. He didn't do that. So next morning I get to work, I'm terminated. This clown, I went in and told him that I was messing with one of the patients. And I got fired, lost my job. That's my Crackhead update. Y'all know what it is. Get your motherfucking shanks out and let's get ready to ride. I'm using a new camera. Amazon Prime just delivered this camera. It's a Canon M200. I got it on sale for $700, so I bought it. It's for content creators. Now, I don't know how this video gonna come out. This is my first time using this camera. Now, yeah, I'm gonna be uploading now about 3 times a week. I gotta cut out on my uploads because I'm working on a personal project and it's gonna take a lot of time before I complete it. So my uploads will be 3 times a week. And someone in the comment section said that in a video, in one of my prior videos, I said that Lion Willie was on a fixed income. By fixed income, I mean his retirement from the city of Dallas and his Social Security retirement. That's fixed numbers. But he got a 401k he fully vested in. And he got a couple of mutual funds. And his home is paid for. So this man not hurting for no money, and he got good credit. He ain't hurting for money at all. Yeah, if you live in a first world country and you're poor, then it's your choice. In America, you have ample opportunity to improve your life. A lot of people will say, well, racism keep holding me back. There's still a lot of things you can do. Racism's been around since the beginning of time. You can't let that hold you back. You know, you got to better your lot in life. Yeah, you know, the stand around crew, they don't want shit. All they want to do is stand around and look, trying to figure out how other people do shit. They ain't trying to improve anything. There's a lot of things you can do. Like they got a shortage of truck drivers. That's a good paying field. Better than working at McDonald's. It's something I noticed. I go out in Frisco, man, they got so many Iranians and Indian people living out there. Big, nice home, living in expensive apartment complexes where they don't have no Section 8. And these people live good. They from second and third world countries. They beat America at their own game. And now, I don't see not one of them working in a McDonald's or Burger King or KFC. I don't see none of them got those type of jobs. I don't see them walking around picking up aluminum cans, begging people for their money. I don't see none of those people doing that. And they from another fucking country and beat you at your own game. Now, they live the American dream because they living good as hell. We had a guy at the Ramsey unit we called a professor. He had a master's degree. Kind of small white guy, wear glasses. He book smart as hell. And he was a bookkeeper out in the furniture factory. And that's considered a politician job if you're a bookkeeper. And so anyway, he had an inmate guard for a cell partner. Now this guy, inmate guard, is hardcore convict style dude. Now he want a guy like him in the cell with him. This guy get visits, got plenty of money on his account. That's the kind of guy he wanted in his cell. So the guy was semi-paying in protection. He just wanted to get along, even though he had a life sentence. He was a non-violent type. He was in the books and shit. He wasn't interested in no fighting. I ain't never seen him trying to box or none of that shit, lift weights. He ain't do none of that shit. Every time you see him, he got a book in his hand. So everybody called him the professor. So anyway, this cell partner of his saying, well, this guy's on the cool paying me protection money. Next, he gonna take him. He gonna try to turn the guy out. So this guy see what's going on. He bookkeeping the furniture factory. Bookkeepers is the first one at work, and he gonna be the last one leave the furniture factory. When the free world people leave out, well, he comes out with them. All the other inmates already been searched, and they back inside the prison. So anyway, he start crushing up glass. Crush it up real fine, making these spreads. Because back in the day, they didn't have Roman noodles. You made a spread, man, it'd be roast beef and chili or tamales. It'd be all meat spread, basically. And he was putting this crushed glass in this guy's food. So one day, we was in the gym. We was playing cell block against cell block basketball, intramural basketball. You know, Cat, he kept some type of activity going on. And you win a monetary prize if your team win. So I think this particular day we was going to get $100 per man. You had to pick 5 guys, no subs, and you win $100. So we in there hooping like hell. And I live on 7 Wing. We so used to winning. Most of them other cell blocks don't give us no competition. The outside trustee cell block, the construction cell block, they don't give us no competition. Well, anyway, these guys running up and down the court. Man, seemed like this motherfucker won't miss a shot. Now, I don't know how long this guy been feeding him that crushed glass. But all of a sudden, that motherfucker stopped by mid-court. Blood got to coming all out of his mouth. This guy's bleeding all over the gym. So they rush him down to the infirmary center, a stretcher to pick him up. They take him to the hospital. And the inmate who worked in the hospital, he didn't know what to do with him. So he called over there and tell Cat, we're going to have to transfer this guy to an outside hospital. So they get the ambulance ready. He died before the ambulance got ready to transport him to Galveston to the prison hospital. And they buried the guy. He didn't have no family, so they buried him right at the Ramsey unit. And back in the day, they didn't perform no autopsy. Now, what happened was the professor told someone else what he did. So the word got back to Cat. So Cat tell me, he said, call out to the furniture factory and tell them to send the professor in my office. Immediately, I want to talk to him. So about 5 minutes, he showed up, and he knocked on the door. I told Cat, I said, well, here the professor is. He want to talk to you. He said, send him on in here. He got in the office. He told him, he said, I heard you was feeding that guy crushed glass. He didn't. That's the best thing to do. Don't try to lie to Cat. He ain't gonna do a damn thing to you. He gonna fuck over you when you tell him a lie. Try to play on his intelligence. The guy said, yes, sir, I sure was. He said, what happened? He said, well, I was giving the son bitch money every store day. Then he wanted to turn me out. He said, so I fed him that glass and killed his sorry ass. Cat said, I ain't got no problem with that. He said, plus, we done buried him now. So we don't know what the hell happened to him. He said, on this report, it said he died of a bleeding ulcer. That's what they put on the medical report. But it was crushed glass. He said, one thing you did wrong is running your mouth. He said, whenever you do something, keep it to your damn self. Don't let it get back to me, and you good. He said, ain't a damn thing I'm going to do to you. He said, at least you was man enough to say you did it. He said, go on back out to the furniture factory. As far as I'm concerned, it's an open and closed case. He said, you have a nice day. He said, all right, thank you, Cat. The professor walked on out of his office smiling. You know, it's a lot of guys can outthink your ass. That's what Mr. Falls was good at. He could think good, and not only he would use violence when he had to, but the man knew how to think inside of a penal institution. He could figure shit out before it even happened. And that helped me out a lot, being young as hell, sitting there talking to a hardcore guy like him. He would give me different scenarios and ask me, hey, well, how would you handle this? If you see, we see a situation happen on the cell block, he said, what you think was that guy's best avenue for taking care of that? And he would watch my response. You know, a lot of shit that I learned from him, I was able to use in later years during my incarceration. Because this man was prison smart as hell. Well, I got to head to the car wash real fast. Yeah, as far as the turkey giveaway with Sock Walker, not Sauce Walker, Sock Walker, is still on for Saturday between 12 and 2. So if you live in the Dallas, live in the Metroplex area, you come out, you get to meet and greet some of the Dallas YouTubers. So y'all know what it is. They broke. They out in full force. Keep your shanks ready in case we got a ride on these clowns. Support me over on Patreon. Like and subscribe. And I thank you for watching.